Howdy, it's Fernbark. Today I'm pretty happy because I'm going to be putting together this Char-griller Double Play 5650 grill. I'm pretty excited to put this together. It works on propane and charcoal. I'm not going to show the full assembly. What I'm going to do is if I have any areas of interest during the assembly process, I'll go ahead and film those and comment on them, but otherwise I don't think that this is going to be too difficult of a thing to put together. One thing I immediately like is that the hardware pack comes in a blister pack with the items labeled, so when it asks you to get a 1/4 20 by 1 inch and you got a 1/4 20 and a number 8 right next to each other, you don't have to guess. If you're careful pulling these out of the pack, you can save yourself some aggravation for sure. So what I like to do when I'm using a kit like this is when it calls for the part in the instructions, I'll just take a utility knife and I'll make a slit across like just a part of the package, and then I can just pull out what I need without losing everything all over the place. Here's a couple other quick things. You're probably going to want to wear gloves sometimes during this assembly because these inside edges are razor sharp, and especially like down here, these are really sharp if you get a finger hooked in there. And then another thing I like to do when I'm putting these grills together is I always try to keep it oriented in the way of the picture so I can match everything up. So like for instance, I was putting this on, and just to make sure I had it on the correct side, there was just these things right here are a distinguishing feature that I could see in the picture, and they were over the which way the wheels were anyhow. That's how I'm pretty sure I got it on the correctly. And then if you haven't assembled stuff like this before, one thing I like to do is, like when you're putting these in, I just go a few threads in and leave it pretty loose, because what's going to happen is when you come down to the other side, when I go to put this one in, you can see there isn't a hole, and I'm going to have to move this around a little bit to get the hole to line up, whereas if I had tightened these down all the way, then that would be much harder to do. Okay, I'm 90 minutes into this thing. I've got the bottoms on, I got the front assembly on, the side burner, and the burner tubes in. I'm pretty much near getting done. Apparently somebody at Char-griller knows me and knows how to put directions on things so even I cannot mess it up. Okay, it's all done. Took me 2 hours, and that included taking everything out of the box, which was about 30 minutes just to get everything unpacked. All the fasteners came with it that I needed. I didn't have anything left over. Just one thing I would add, I didn't see it anywhere in the instructions, but when you're putting these on, there's a bit of an angle to them. Put this one on first so you see which way you want these to go so they all line up, because that's something I had to take apart and put back together. 2 minutes, no biggie, but just something. There's a lot of oil and sticky stuff left over from the little thing that was on here, so I'm going to have to definitely run this for a bit before I put any food in there to get all the bad smells out of it. There's a lot of really neat things I like about this. It comes with a catch tray for both the side burner, and there's one in the middle down there too for the big grill. I had a Char-griller once before. I really liked it a lot. It had nice heavy cast iron grilling surface on it. This one just has enameled bars. It's pretty nice, not as nice as it was before. I like this system right here where you can raise and lower your charcoal. It's really handy. If you want to get a nice sear on something, you can bring the charcoal right up to near the grill plate, or if you're doing low and slow, you can just drop them way down and create some space. It's pretty handy. Okay, so one side was made on the charcoal and the other side was made on the gas. Can you decide which one is which? I'll help you out. Charcoal, gas. Here's kind of a weird thing. The main burners inside the grill have wires that connect them to this igniter button, and then of course there's igniters inside. The side burner, you can see, has an igniter right there, but the wire is connected to the knob right here, and it starts by itself, which kind of threw me for a loop for a while, because I read the instruction book a whole bunch of times trying to figure out how to connect the wire from the side burner to the main igniter button, but really it starts itself. So but there's, well, maybe it mentions it deeper in the instruction manual, but I haven't got that far yet. I will say that I actually like the fact that this ignites on its own separate starter, and I'll show you why. On this grill, all of the burners light if you press the igniter button. And this is a problem because if you accidentally leave the side burner valve on, or it gets knocked open, as I did, when you start your grill, it's going to start the side burner, and if you don't know that it's on, it's going to burn this nice dark ring into the lid, and it could cause a fire if you had something sitting on it, because I frequently use this as a shelf. So that was like much worse. This is cleaned up, and it still looks like... Here's a bit of a lost opportunity. Right underneath here is this framing, and it even has a ledge in there. Perfect opportunity to put a shelf in, kind of like you see with my Weber right here. So you can put your charcoal starter and some other stuff down there. So this little gizmo right here is the thing you would use to hold a match if you want to start the grill if your igniter button isn't working. What's kind of weird is most grills have a hole in the front for you to put a lighter into, or a long match or something, and I don't see anything on this grill where it's easy for you to just stick something in there to light the grill.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy.
Final thoughts on the grill. And by the way, if you've made it this far into the video, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's a really nice grill. Assembly was super easy. The grill works good, just like you would hope it would. I really like the fact that you can do propane or charcoal if you have limited space. It gives you the flexibility of both fuel sources. And so far I'm really enjoying it. I've made a variety of things on it, and it's working good.